The Scorpio video is the eighth of the 12 sun sign videos for the 2024-2025 year. The Zodiac or astrology year begins with the sign of Aries. In each video, Rev Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen will discuss the potential for each month of the next Zodiac year. Dr. Mullen begins each sun sign video by talking about the main characteristics of each sign. The characteristics of Scorpio are emotional, smart, free-spirited, seeker, dignified, and free spirit. Now we will listen to Dr. Mullen's discussion of the sun sign Scorpio.
Hello, stargazers. I'm astrologer and paranormal investigator Dikki Jo Mullen here in Orlando, Florida, with a special forecast for the new year for Scorpio. Those of you born from October the 24th to November the 21st were born under the sign of the Scorpion, and you are a fixed sign of water. Free-spirited yet sharp, the Scorpion weaves between order and chaos. Intense emotions and feelings are veiled by a reserved and dignified facade. Being aware and conscious of truth, you seek to understand the root causes of everything that's either known or unknown. The processes of the afterlife, birth, and death and reincarnation always fascinate you. You're ruled by Pluto, the god of the underworld, who endures and penetrates the unknown. The spring equinox of 2024, the week of March the 20th, 21st, whispers in, arriving on wings of love. There is a good Venus influence that accents pleasure and romance that stays in force through the first few days of April. There's an upbeat self-confidence around you that's charismatic and attracts others. From April 5th through the 29th, you'll have extra energy and can be motivated to accomplish extra work. By the time May Eve or May Day comes along, there's a subtle energy shift, and several planetary oppositions indicate some controversy coming into your life. Don't try to change anyone's opinion in early May. Move forward and maintain your independence. Live and let live. Wellness is a topic of study and conversation from the 1st to the 15th of May. You may send a get well card or visit a friend in the hospital, and Mercury will be showing that your influence can be very healing, very positive. As May ends and early June begins, there's a shift of focus to strengthening all sorts of relationships. A sense of finality is evident at the new moon on June 5th. You'll be settled in a new frame of reference near then. Jupiter and the Sun affect you strongly during the middle of June. This is a time of about endings and beginnings. It might literally be someone's life or a cycle or phase of life, but you'll be very aware of how each death or ending represents a new door opening somehow. At the summer solstice, Venus and Mercury align together to promise some adventure and higher consciousness. Travel might be involved, especially to a place of spiritual significance. As your summer agenda begins, you might go to an historic cathedral or maybe a medicine wheel circle, something like that, as you visit a sacred place and focus on the longest days of the year, the summer solstice. July ushers in a focus on career. Your work impresses an influential client or person. A new position or project might be offered to you. Accept the challenge with enthusiasm. By Lammas on August 1st, your efforts meet with success. The 5th through the 26th of August, deepen your involvement within an organization or circle. Establish camaraderie with a team of some type, and this is going to be especially precious to you during August. By early September, you'll be in a more introspective private cycle. Privacy is important to you Scorpios anyway. You'll seek quiet reverie. The eclipse on September 17th brings creative inspiration and awakens new interests. At the time of the autumn equinox, there is a strong Venus influence of good cheer and money which lasts through October 17th. This is a social connection that might develop into a deeper relationship of some type. Creative inspiration is strong during the last days of summer up to the autumn equinox. Try writing a poem or story or an art project. Late October, you'll be bored with the same old things and be looking for something new. A lively discussion can really be inspirational as far as what that something new might be. At Halloween, there is a strong influence that makes you budget conscious. For your costume, visit a thrift store or yard sale to look for a vintage treasure and make it into a seasonal costume or decor for the holiday season ahead. Maybe a hat from yesteryear or a suit coat, something else that someone has discarded could make a great and almost free costume. By November 2nd, you'll have a strong Mars transit making you more competitive again and motivated, and you'll be inspired by what others are doing to do your very best professionally. A full moon on November the 15th brings suggestions and inspirations from a partner. Late November through December 15th, there is the need to review your budget, look at your habit patterns in spending money, managing your money. It's a good time to review what you've learned from the past to plan for the future. A job or other source of income that was a part of your past could be offered, made available to you again during that time period. Venus affects your sector of family, home, and residence during late December up through the 2nd of January of 2024-2025. There should be some visitors coming your way and a lot to celebrate as the year ends of 2024. January of 2025 finds you wanting to complete a course of study or finish a manuscript due to a Mars retrograde. This started and then was set aside in the last year or two. A full moon on January the 13th heightens the specifics of completing this abandoned project. As February begins, set your sights on healing. Maybe burn a prayer candle at Candlemas for health. And the emotional or physical needs of a loved one can have to be addressed as January is moving along. On February the 4th, Jupiter turns direct, and this shows an investment, inheritance, or possibly a settle from an insurance company could add to your financial security. Your financial picture is bright through the rest of the winter. February 20th to 28th, there's opportunities to pursue a hobby or sport, or to have a game night, maybe Monopoly or Parcheesi with some good friends. March 1st to 20th brings a favorable influence to Saturn and your Sun. A milestone is achieved involving a goal near the lunar eclipse of March 14th. Your energy level is high and much can be accomplished as the winter ends. Recapping the year, looking at your health, this is very significant near the great eclipse of April 8th, which will be getting a lot of attention. It's the total one that goes way across the lower part of the United States and along the East Coast too. This is a breakthrough in transforming a health challenge near that time. The eclipse favors looking at some new options or choices regarding fitness and health too. On October 11th, Pluto, your ruler, completes its retrograde. This indicates an improvement in your overall vitality. For self-care, treat yourself to a ghost tour or learn about validating and investigating paranormal phenomena. That'll give you kind of a psychological lift, and of course that affects physical health. Looking at love, there's a strong Saturn influence involving love. There can be a romantic interest to or from someone who's a generation older or younger. May, December, or December, May can capture your heart. You'll seek stability and structure and loyalty within a relationship now, too. Late September and October and January are primes that bring promising Venus transits. Love can blossom before your birthday this year, the end of September through about October 15th of 2024, and then again in January of 2025. Considering spirituality, for you, time spent in solitary reflection can be a catalyst of spiritual awakening this year. The eclipses on March 25th and October 2nd will point to the weeks near the vernal and autumnal equinoxes as being especially important for you to investigate and celebrate. Prepare seasonal altars to honor the spiritual growth of both spring and fall this year. A springtime or autumn walkabout could bring a catalyst for spiritual realization. Walkabout, of course, is a term from Australia, where you just kind of, we might call it, go fishing, close everything down, and go off alone for a bit. Better leave a note, though, because people are always worried about someone disappearing nowadays. Finances. For you Scorpios, on March the 26th, there's an influence that remains through the end of the year where fate will affect your finances. The awkward 150-degree angle called a quincunx is involved. Adapt to and analyze the current economic trends. An insurance settlement or return on an investment, maybe an inheritance or even a gift, could brighten your financial picture. I'm Dikki Jo in Orlando, Florida, wishing Scorpio a bright and beautiful 2024 to early 2025.
Thank you for watching this video. Contact information for Rev Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen are as follows. Her email address has recently changed, templetoncat13@gmail.com. Facebook, Sky Maiden Musings, her website, which offers daily meditations and other information regarding her work, and her YouTube channel address. Reverend Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen, astrologer, psychic, and parapsychologist. Dr. Mullen provides astrology, psychic, rune, and tarot card readings. She also conducts face-to-face and Zoom readings and seances, webinars, and face-to-face presentations.